the Human Torch, and Batman, and in these costumes I would jump around my apartment. I even dressed up as Captain America for my bar mitzvah. But I'm not here today to talk about comic books. I'm here today because I'm lucky enough to know a real-life superhero. The first time I met my superhero, he was in disguise, wearing a regular suit like Clark Kent or Peter Parker. Over the last 10 years, I have witnessed this superhero's powers with my own eyes. His power to heal, his power to love, his power to care, his powers to believe and to give hope, and his special power with super turbo water guns. This superhero is more powerful than any superhero I've ever seen on TV or read about in a comic book. He doesn't just save lives like Superman or Batman. See, this superhero, my superhero, loves. He loves every child he saves. He takes care of them and their family with more passion than I thought was possible. And my superhero is here in this very room, disguised as a marathon runner. His name is Dr. Lenny Wexler. Saved my life. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I'm the luckiest kid alive to be Dr. Wexler's patient for the last 10 years. Imagine, I was 3 years old when I met Dr. Wexler. After several months of chemotherapy and surgery and radiation, I was skinny and tired and sad. I didn't want to walk because it brought me pain and I was scared. Dr. Wexler introduced me to Camp Simcha, the greatest place on earth. And he didn't just tell me about it or give me a brochure. He drove me up to camp himself so I could experience the magic. He promised my mother he would take care of me, and he did. Going to camp changed my life. Camp transformed me from the depressed boy to the optimist kid I am today. For Dr. Wexler, it wasn't enough to save my life. He wanted so bad for me to enjoy my life even while in treatment. I have spent every summer since then at Camp Simcha. At camp, Dr. Lenny not only volunteers as the great doctor, but he's also the villain in our camp-wide water gun fight against the medical staff. Every year he comes to camp with a bigger and bigger and bigger bazooka water gun. And every year he gets drenched by all his patients. During the first 7 years of cancer, and through one relapse, Dr. Lenny was more than a doctor. He became like an uncle who cared about me and looked after me. He wanted me to be a regular kid, even taking me to Dolphins versus Jets games, which, by the way, the Dolphins won most of. One time when I had a sudden, severe pain, my mom left Dr. Lenny a text message. Within minutes, he just showed up in our East Side apartment to check me out before Shabbos. Even though my parents deny it, I always suspect that we just moved to the West Side so that we could be 2 blocks away from Dr. Wexler. In 2011, my cancer came back for the 3rd time. I was sobbing as Dr. Lenny came into our apartment. He sat down next to me and answered all of my questions. I asked him my biggest fear. Could I die from this? He told me that I had battled this disease before, and that he would do everything he could to make me better, which really put me at ease. After he spoke with me, he also spent a long time talking with my brother Jack, who had his own questions and fears. My brother isn't Dr. Wexler's patient, but Dr. Wexler has begun to care for my whole family, not just me, the kid with cancer, because cancer really affects the whole family. Dr. Lenny gave us hope, not a false hope, but the possibility that we could get through this. At a time when we were feeling like our world had collapsed, Dr. Wexler gave us the power to believe and the hope to fight. Like a true superhero, Dr. Lenny never gave up on me. Even when cancer, the villain, kept coming back and seemed unbeatable, Dr. Wexler found new powers and new weapons to fight cancer. Dr. Lenny, I know you say I inspired you to run this half marathon, but the truth is that you inspire all of us, especially me. You live your life the way you train for this marathon, with dedication and passion. It's your everyday caring, loving kindness and commitment to finding every treatment that saved my life and many others. You are my doctor, my family, a father figure, and you are especially my superhero. I love you, Dr. Lenny.